What shall we do?
Of fashion. Submit. Justice will look alive. Give up. You're dead meat. Let's stop right there! Hands where I can see them! Don't waste my time. Your life is mine. I like the decor here. Seems like working in a different environment once in a while can be a good mood booster. Only thing is, once I get into work mode, I'm so focused on what I'm doing that I don't pay much attention to what's going on in the outside world. So, if you need me for anything, you'll have to get up close and personal to get my attention. Got it?
Proceed with caution. Assess the situation, fire on command, and shoot to kill. Clear rules and a battle plan are essential to any military operation. Sticking to these rules while we're exploring this domain will guard us against a lot of preventable accidents. But of course, if things escalate out of control, I will act as the last line of defense to secure you enough time to make a decision on how to proceed.
That rabble we fought sure picked the wrong crew to mess with. I'd say they won't make that mistake again. But we already made sure of that. With my skills and experience on your team, they don't stand a chance, no matter what they throw at us. I don't have eyes in the back of my head, though, so just make sure you got my back.
All the great works of literature. The city streets full of charm and character. Without a strong economic foundation, they're just wishful thinking. Now that I have amassed a great fortune, when I sit down at night and look down over the world below, I wonder what ways I could use my wealth. After accepting your invitation to come here, I now have a new answer. A library for children. Free of charge. I think that could be a good choice.
Let's get down to business. Coming to be.
By royal decree,
Boom.
with sword comes shadow.
War.
Justice will prevail. Final warning.
Live. No rest for the wicked.
Hey! Wings of darkness.
Burst forth. Witness my great undertaking.
Incoming. Cut to the chase. I summon.
Coming to be.
You asked for it. Don't blink.
Let me try. Live. Feel this ancient power.
Incoming. Nowhere to hide.
As you wish, make burst forth.
Don't blink.
Cheap tricks. Taste my blade. Coming to be.
Oz,
Live.
with sword comes shadow. Incoming. Stop right there. Hands where I can see them.
Moment of birth. Burst forth.
Shadow Raven. Speed of light.
One strike will suffice. Call before me.
Cut to the chase.
Our foes grow in strength, but that isn't entirely a bad thing. You need constant challenges to keep your skills strong and your judgment sharp. Otherwise, you lose your edge. There's no useful experience to be gleaned from plateauing. We've got each other's backs, so let's push ourselves today.
I know all these books are meant for children, but some of these stories are actually quite good. Here, for example. This one's the story of two parrots that sue each other. Each accuses the other of stealing a poem that they both claim to have written that morning. But since they only know how to imitate speech, the judge has no way of knowing who actually wrote the poem first. Such a fun story. Any chance I can borrow it?
I was reading an alchemy paper recently, and was particularly interested by the section on targeted integration of hidden effects of composite alchemical ingredients. Some details of the experiment weren't expounded on in full, although I was able to follow along and bridge most of the gaps. But I'm keen to learn more about what happens during the actual mixing stage. I'll have to take the time to recreate the entire experiment in full. Then I can observe it for myself. You'd like to watch too? Certainly. I'll let you know when I plan to conduct the experiment.
Traveler from another world, you have the princess's permission to enjoy a brief moment of peace. But be ready, for once I have peered into this dark dominion and beheld the treachery within. I shall rain down thundering retribution upon this place. And when the curtain of doom falls, thou shalt give it thy full, undivided attention.
What'd they do this time?
Here, emerge.
You asked for it.
I will have order. Gather.
Midnight Phantasma!
Right now.
Emerge. I'm always watching.
Right now.
Emerge.
Let's get it up!
Order guide you. Stabilize.
Oz, reveal the...
Come on out. Right now.
Emerge.
You go ahead and get some rest. I want to survey this area first. We need to get some sort of security system in place, just in case of a surprise attack. Oh yeah, I'm guessing you've got all your essential supplies on you. If you're going to put them down, make sure it's somewhere everyone can see them. Oh, you want to come with me? Sure, that'll save us some time. All right, come with me and stick close.
Huh? This is supposed to be out of print. I've been looking for this for ages. I can't believe it. I wonder what else there is around here that I've been missing. I mean, the scrolls of destiny that anchor this realm in time and space make for a rather interesting read. Oz, lend me thy beak and lift the veil of darkness. By the power of my Ode de Verurtelang, the tears and suffering described herein shall be etched in my memory, and so shall I bestow upon them my blessing.
The novels here actually aren't all that bad. But a little fried tofu and a few drinks would make things better still. So, little one, do you think you could pull a few strings and get your hands on some for me? Without them, I don't think I'll be able to muster the energy to help you explore this domain. Oh, the look on your face, so dumbfounded. I'm joking, can't you tell? Do you really believe the great Lady Guji herself would be so fickle?
This place appears to be well furnished. A long table, appropriate equipment for preparing tea. With enough people, a gathering could certainly be organized here. What say you to such a gathering? It has been quite some time since we last spoke over tea. I believe a thorough retelling of your latest exploits is long overdue.
My experiment will succeed.
Frostbite. No excuse for
Enhanced
slacking.
animal model.
Freshness preserved.
Give up. Submit. Lightning Sheriff. See?
Oh no!
God's over!
It's nothing.
Dissipate!
Don't get it!
give up! Your life is mine! Stand with me!
Stay clear.
It's time for a flashback. Kill to the bone.
Time to go. Bond is strong. Absorption test. Stand clear.
Time to fulfill my duty. No slacking off.
Dissipate.
Not breaking a sweat.
Absorption test. Animal hypostasis emulation.
This is fast. Flash
Our bond is strong.
It's nothing.
freshness preserved. Frozen
Don't waste my time. Submit!
Dissipate.
Out of my way!
What exactly lies in the deepest part of his domain? I actually have quite a few theories already. But given all the monsters we keep finding, it looks like we have a tough road ahead before we can confirm the facts. Still, it'll all be worth it as long as we find the answer in the end. At least, that's what I think. We're not in any hurry to get going, are we? Let's chill here for a bit. When the cat's away, the mice will play. And so they should, because it's only a matter of time before the cat gets back and gobbles all the mice up. So like I said, no need to hurry. The mice will be there for us when we're ready.
All the great works of literature. The city streets full of charm and character. Without a strong economic foundation, they're just wishful thinking. Now that I have amassed a great fortune, when I sit down at night and look down over the world below, I wonder what ways I could use my wealth. After accepting your invitation to come here, I now have a new answer. A library for children, free of charge. I think that could be a good choice.
Don't be too weirded out if you see me with my mask off while we rest. I'm just getting some fresh air. This place is way too idle. It gets to you after a while. Gotta take some deep breaths. Not that I'm rushing you, of course. I'll wait until you've made your preparations in full.
An insurmountable problem, I presume?
Right here, right now, right here.
Enhanced animal module 75.
I am the cutting edge of fashion. Right now, emerge, right here. A sight to behold. Right now.
Time for retribution!
Stand clear. Absorption test.
Let's show them. Right here, right now. Delicate as silk.
Verdict is...
Now you've got.
Stand clear. Absorption test. Animal hypostasis.
Right now. Emerge. Right now.
Scatter.
Right here. Right now. Right here. Nothing lasts forever. Emerge. Right here.
Animal test 6308.
Verdict is...
Sometimes a throwaway comment in a conversation outside of the battle can be the decisive factor in who wins and who loses. So even in the downtime between battles, I intend to stay alert and ready. Leave the intelligence gathering to me. You should rest.
I see a lot of people training in the art of the sword to pursue martial excellence, but that's not my goal. I'm only interested in capturing the aesthetics of the sword, especially the interplay between light and shadow. Combat, for me, is a chance to get a wealth of inspiration in the bag. But don't worry, even if I lose focus mid-battle, Tomoto will help you out.
Do you think we'd ever see A in the outside world again if there were this many stories to read in her plane of euthymia? I, for one, rather doubt it. I have an idea. Let's tell her that we know a wonderful little domain full of light novels and tricolor dango. It's high time she got out of Tenshukaku for a bit. Ah, yes, and dango milk, too. They don't have it here. Well, don't look at me, little one. That's your job. Sort it out. Where there's a will, there's a way.
I once read a story about a wonderful paradise. Later on in life, it was also books that got me interested in studying alchemy. It's funny, but even now, that storybook about paradise and my alchemy textbooks are right next to each other on the bookshelf next to my bed. One day, I hope to break down the barriers between those books by using bioalchemy to create that paradise for real.
Stay close and you will live.
undertaking!
This is order.
Overruled! Come into...
Fire hazard!
Laid bare! Live!
Gather!
A festive reprise! Fuse is lit!
Moment of birth!
The enemies we face are of a lowly breed. Deal with them however you see fit. But do not get complacent. You should expect to fend for yourself, as I am not in the habit of coming to other people's rescue. If you do encounter a foe for whom you are no match, simply make yourself scarce, and I shall deal with it in due course.
You sure don't need to worry about me getting bored here. I'm spoiled for choice with all these books. I hardly know where to start. I want to memorize all the interesting parts so I can go back and tell them to my friends. Oh, right. That's another thing I meant to ask. Which of these books do you recommend? I want to know what kind of stories you're into.
It is well worth exploring this domain thoroughly, though it will take some time. Approximately as long as it would take to read an entire alchemy book from cover to cover, in my estimation. Perhaps I could assess each threat that awaits us, quantify the total effort required in each case, and... Oh, from the look on your face, you wish to continue the battle now, correct? Well then let's go. Remember to make each move count, and be ready to change strategy at a moment's notice.
I suspect battle is not the ultimate objective, but merely part of a process by which to advance towards a greater goal. Perhaps this place contains something you desire. Let us proceed together then. Whatever trial awaits us, we shall face it as one. Should you find yourself gripped by fear or panic, simply retreat behind me and follow my lead.
Didn't keep you waiting, did I? Time for takeoff. Time for a light show.
Time for retribution!
Leave it up! Go the ship down!
Burn!
Think you can get away? Time to clean up! Steady as stone.
Hear them.
I'll catch up. Let's play!
Verdict is... Desolation!
Leave it up to me.
Conquers all.
Fire hazard!
Time for retribution!
Time for takeoff.
I see the minion.
My flame!
Shine down! Think you can get away?
Burn!
There is no escape! Ha! Ha! Shine down!
For retribution!
Inazuma shines eternal! Illusion shattered!
Time for takeoff. I must leave no stone unturned, as a dutiful maid would.
Shine down!
Verdict is...
Leave it up to...
Now you shall perish! Illusion shattered!
Burn!
Think you can get away? Here we go!
There is no escape!
I must leave no stone unturned. Let's play!
Illusion shattered!
Pay for that. Verdict is... There can be no excuse for nothing.
Shine down!
Leave it up to me.
Torn to oblivion!
Time for takeoff.
There is no escape!
Brace yourself.
Shine down! You shall perish!
Think you can get away?
Done with this?
Inazuma shines eternal!
Time to clean up. Steady as stone.
Illusion shattered!
Time for retribution!
How are you coping with the battles so far? I can't always check how you're faring in the middle of a fight. Hopefully you're not pushing yourself too hard. If any of our foes give you a hard time, send them my way.
Thank you for inviting me to join your domain exploration team. I have to learn to defeat powerful enemies if I want to become a knight. When it's time to go into battle, I will give it everything I have.
So, a short rest before the big battle, huh? In that case, I think some light-hearted music is in order. Something easygoing enough to help everyone relax, but not to the point where it becomes too snooze-worthy. Take a seat wherever you like. Once you're comfortable, Der Frühling and I shall begin our serenade.
It's not often that I have the chance to take a rest before the battle is truly over. I keep asking myself, can I really afford to take a rest yet? And if there are still monsters that have not yet been vanquished, the answer is no. I cannot stop now. You'd like to join me in a moment of meditation? Oh, all right. Close your eyes. Now, join me in turning your gaze inward, to the deepest part of your being.
Let's get out there and make some friends.
Leave it all to me.
Supporting fire! Fire it up!
Emerge right now. Higher, higher, hands on fire! Right here, emerge. I must leave no stone unturned, as a good knight should. I'm always watching. Right here.
Don't get too close!
I'll catch.
Here's backup!
Steady as stone. Right now. Emerge. Right now. Once I was old enough, I started reading popular novels. Some of them would end by having the dead come back to life and living happily ever after. I know it's only make-believe, but still, it always ruined the story for me. If death isn't final, there are no stakes, so it kind of makes everything that happened up to that point meaningless. To everything, there is a season. A time to be born, a time to die. That is the truth. You can't have a satisfactory ending if death isn't final.
Thanks for inviting me here. If there's nothing too urgent that needs your attention, why not take a seat and relax for a bit? I'll make you some tea. Oh, don't mention it. It's nothing, really. I'd hate to see anyone who needs my care tiring themselves out too much.
Dear me, is it time to go off and fight again already? All this running around is getting quite exasperating. I have half a mind to transform into a kitsune and hitch a ride on your shoulder. You'd like that, wouldn't you? In your dreams. Oh, little one, you've still got a long way before Yae Miko the Wise and Beautiful permits you to see her true form.
I finished cleaning the place, and nobody needs my help right now. The dishes are washed, and the coffee and snacks I prepared as a thank you gift are ready to serve. If it's not too much of an imposition, would you mind giving me some guidance on my sword work?
With you all the way.
You covered! Check this out!
Stand with me! Here come the fireworks! I'll settle this! Fuse is lit! Our bond is strong!
Here's backup!
chase! Speed of light! Incoming!
Here's backup! Don't get too close!
You're toast! Lightning terrified! Nowhere to hide! Don't blink! Hey!
Fire it up!
Boba, get them! Our bond is strong! Incoming! Cut to the chase! Don't blink! Hey! I'll settle this!
Supporting fire!
Incoming! With sword comes shadow!
Check this out!
Nice and spicy! Eat this! Don't blink! Speed of light! Cut to the chase! Don't blink!
You can leave the trickier opponents to me. You did invite me here after all, so I'll do my part for the cause, no problem. As for what part that'll be exactly, arrange that however you wish. I can handle it.
If we wish to forge a new future, we cannot expect to stick to the same path trod by our forebears. And yet, many of the principles put forth in ancient writings are versatile in their application, so it is wise to be versed in the past as we consider the future. These days, I tend to take a look at any relevant historical records whenever I have an important decision to make. I always find it helps me come up with some good ideas.
You'll want to keep fighting soon. Do you want a bite to eat first? You know you love my cooking. You should never work on an empty stomach. More importantly, a proper meal will put you in a good mood, and you'll handle yourself better in a crisis. Here, some chopsticks for ya. Don't be shy now. Dig in.
When I was little, my mother often read me bedtime stories. Back then, I thought the world was just like in those stories, and everyone led peaceful, happy lives. It was only later that I realized the difficulties and struggles many people face in society. All I can do is try my best and stay loyal to the people I care about. Now that I think about it, even though the stories are fictional, they can still help children get a good night's sleep. To me, that's enough.
No escape!
Hey, yeah!
Glory to the Shogun! This is where you fall. Shine down! Flash!
Boba, get them!
Now you shall perish! Illusion shattered!
Eat this!
No turning back! Overruled! Witness my rise! Inazuma shines eternal! Shine down!
The enemies we face are of a lowly breed. Deal with them however you see fit. But do not get complacent. You should expect to fend for yourself, as I am not in the habit of coming to other people's rescue. If you do encounter a foe for whom you are no match, simply make yourself scarce, and I shall deal with it in due course.
Only a handful of my more experimental dishes have made it onto the Wanmin restaurant menu. In most cases, it's because I think the texture isn't quite right, or the flavor needs a lot more work. But that doesn't mean I'm about to give up. I know there are tasty dishes out there waiting to be discovered, and I'll find them sooner or later.
I wonder if the almighty Shogun would enjoy the books here. It's common courtesy to return from one's travels bearing gifts for one's acquaintances, so I'm sure the almighty Shogun will not refuse my offering. In which case, perhaps I shall purchase 5 books in my own name to take back with me. But, of course, all this depends on whether the management of this place is amenable to my request to buy the books.
It's not often that I have the chance to take a rest before the battle is truly over. I keep asking myself, can I really afford to take a rest yet? And if there are still monsters that have not yet been vanquished, the answer is no. I cannot stop now. You'd like to join me in a moment of meditation? Oh, all right. Close your eyes. Now, join me in turning your gaze inward, to the deepest part of your being.